does this make 20 Le Monde Gourmand fragrances for me? Possibly. Hello my gorgeous ones, welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion, beauty, and fragrance. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, fragrance reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. Okay, you guys, I don't really know for sure. I should have counted. I think I'm either at 20 or 18 Le Monde Gourmand fragrances now. Yes, that's a lot. I know. I guess I have a type, which is fragrances that smell really, really good, that don't cost a lot of money, and have unique scent profiles. I have a thing, a type. But Le Monde Gourmand, if you guys don't know, they are a fragrance house that has really exploded. I want to say my first fragrance I ever had of theirs was a hair mist that I found at TJ Maxx probably 5 years ago or something like that. And then I since kind of started collecting, seeing them at TJ Maxx more and more. And what I really liked about them is, well, let me just show you a bottle here, is how kind of sophisticated the little bottles are. So, you know, they're glass, they are streamlined, they're chic, they're not too much, but they're not cheapy looking either. And then they're also very, very affordable. But the other thing that I really like is they have some really unique scent profiles to some of their fragrances that almost smell niche, like they should cost a lot more money, but they keep the price point anywhere from, if you do find one at TJ Maxx, it's gonna be $12.99, $15, up to I think about 20, maybe on Amazon, some of them are like 25, especially if they're more obscure ones that are harder to find. But I've just grown to really, really enjoy them. And what I was so excited about of these three that came out is that they are actual creators behind these fragrances. And as a creator myself, that would be an absolute dream, especially to work for, you know, a fragrance house that I love and that I collect. I can't even imagine how excited these creators were to get to, you know, formulate their own fragrance, to have their name on it. I love that each bottle is actually signed by the actual creator that designed the fragrance. So that's like a really neat touch, I think. So I decided to buy all three because I'm extra like that, but I genuinely thought all three sounded so good. Plus I thought I want to support, you know, creators having their own fragrances, and hats off to Le Monde Gourmand for doing that. I think that that's fabulous. I mean, we see it all the time in like the beauty world with eyeshadow palettes and things like that. I mean, oftentimes you have to be a bigger creator to have that dream come true. But regardless, I was just very, very excited for these three creators, these three fragrances, and I do actually really enjoy all three of these. So let me go ahead and get into reviewing them for you guys. Okay, so I'm not gonna rank these. I really like all three of them, and they're so different from each other. I like them in different ways. I just can't really rank them. Plus I kind of like them for different like occasions and seasons. So like maybe I like one better like right now in the summer. Maybe I like one better in the winter time. So, but we're just gonna start with Tache de Café. Now I think Tache is just meant to be a shortened version of mustache, I think. At first I wanted to be fancy and be like Tache de Café. No, it's just Tache. I heard him pronounce it. It's just Tache de Café. This one is by Ethan Gaskill. So he is an interior decorator, like designer, has a very, very classy, modern, kind of minimalistic taste. I think it's so cool that they collaborated with someone like that. He's also a model. He's a very attractive being, he is. But this one I really, really enjoy, and I think I'm going to love this come fall time because it's very, very cozy. And I'm going to read the notes here. Excuse me while I look down at my phone. This is black pepper, saffron, dark chocolate, blank page accord. My people aren't fragrance people are probably gonna be like, what the heck does that mean? Just a moment. Rose apps, espresso, tonka, ink accord, milk froth, cedarwood, vanilla, patchouli, warm musk, salted amber, and organox. So this is a very dry sort of reminiscent to like a cafe, coffee without being a coffee fragrance, if you will. Very unisex fragrance that is really, really lovely. I thought whenever I saw the word cafe in it originally, I was like, oh, okay, like coffee fragrances have been really, really big. I was like, this is just gonna be a coffee fragrance. But honestly, there's a lot going on in here. I mean, I read all the notes to you guys. So it's a very comforting, relaxing, zen, that blank page accord. I can get where he's coming with that because it has this sort of clean, woodsy, like paper just out of, you know, the wrapping. Like say you buy like the white fresh paper in a package and you open it up, and just that sort of scent that you get from you know, paper being made from wood without it smelling really, really overly woodsy. So I think that's what he's talking about with that. I love saffron. I can pick up the saffron. The black pepper in here is very subtle and not overpowering, because black pepper for me, if it's blended right, there's a lot of fragrances that I love with it in it, but there's a lot of fragrances that if it's overpowering, that it ruins it for me because of the black pepper. This one is not like that. This one is one of those that you could buy your boyfriend, your husband, and you both wear it very easily. I think it can go either way. There is a little bit of that frothy milkiness in here that lends it to not be too heavy. So like, it does have espresso, so I don't want to say there's no coffee in here. There is, and there is that milkiness and that froth, but it's not like a heavy roasted coffee scent, you know, like the really, really rich or really, really sweet. It is just this dry, relaxing, frothy coffee with a little bit of warmth and amber in it. It's very, very lovely. I was actually pretty surprised by this one. I think it fits what I've seen of him really, really well. Really, really cool fragrance. Definitely one you could share within the household. Would be so nice, I think. It's not too heavy to wear in the summertime. I just say more like, I picture like being cuddled up with a book. Definitely, this is definitely like an in the corner, cozy. You've got a little blanket, you've got your book, it's very quiet, you're to yourself, you feel just very relaxed and a little bit you know, studious in the moment. And so I think you could do that in the summertime, but I can really see this being really special when it gets a little bit cooler as well. Really, really like it. And that is TACHE de Café. Okay, this next one is Angel Soirée, and this is by Caroline Stern, and she is a fragrance girl, but also lifestyle, fashion, that sort of genre. And this is lychee, fresh apricot, oh, sorry, fleshy apricot. I don't like the word fleshy. I don't like that word, fleshy. I know, I get it, the flesh of an apricot, the fleshy. Okay. Fleshy apricot, strawberry, pink marshmallow, rose-infused milk, magnolia, violet, sandalwood, vanilla, praline, fluffy musks. Now, I will say about this one, I love it. Like at first I was like, this one's my favorite. And then the reason why I didn't rank these is I was like, this one's my favorite. And then the next one I'm going to show you, I was like, well, maybe this one's my favorite. But then I really appreciate the TACHE de Café. So I was like, I don't know. But I did think though now, or I think now with Angel Soirée, I really, really like it. It's very sweet. It's very girly. It's very fruity, fluffy. But I feel like when I read all of those notes, it seems like it should be a little bit more complex than it is. Not that I even need it to be complex, but I don't want you to be misled of reading all those notes. You're like, oh wow, like it's got the violet in it and this like milky rose and, you know, the different fruits, but then yet it's got the praline and the musk and the fluff. Honestly, what this smells like to me is a ever so slightly powdery, not baby powdery, ever so slightly dusting, powdery fruit punch, Hawaiian fruit punch with like a dollop of whipped cream. That's what I get from this. So like I said, it's very sweet, very tangy. It actually, Le Monde Gourmand has a dragon fruit fragrance that I own, that this smells a lot like it, but with that slight powderiness and whipped cream fluffiness to it. So it's kind of tangy in its fruits in here, like a very like mouth watering puckering of a strawberry candy with a dollop of whipped cream. And then you're getting that powderiness, I believe, from the violet, which I actually love violet in a fragrance. So I do really like this, but I don't think it's overly complex. But again, I don't need it to be overly complex. But if you're someone that you don't do sweet really, you don't like fluffy, you want some more like density or like more woods or something like that, like this is not going to be your fragrance. If you like girly, fluffy, fruity, slightly powdery, this will absolutely be your girl. I love that it's pink. That's the perfect color for this. Very, very fitting. This definitely this time of year, perfect spring, summer scent. I wouldn't say it's the most cold weather scent for me. I don't know that I would wear it in the cold weather months. But for right now, I think it's really fun, girly. If you're a girly girl, sweet, fluffy perfume girl, this will probably be your choice out of the three. Okay, the last one is Pêche Délicieux. I think I'm saying that right. Delicious peach. That's what this is, just in the fancy terms. But this is by Jade Bodley. She seems really, really sweet and cute. I think she graduated not too long ago. Very, very, very pretty girl. Honestly, I mean, I'm a little bit, hey, I'm human. I'm a little bit swayed because I've tagged all three of these creators and she's the only one that's acknowledged and shared every time. Seems very, very sweet. Not that the other two aren't. I'm sure they're busy. Like, they don't know who I am. I'm probably one of a million that are sharing. That doesn't make me not like them, but her being, you know, sharing and being so grateful makes me like her even more, if that makes sense. But this one, so Delicious Peach, you can imagine that this is going to be a peach fragrance, but the notes are peach, crumble, cinnamon, orange, cocoa, white rose, caramel, creamy vanilla, soft woods, baked musks. And this one is very much a come alive fragrance, like a photorealistic peach cobbler to me. But that like muskiness to it, I think makes this not just a gourmand where you feel like, oh, if I want to smell like peach cobbler or peach pie, then I'll just, you know, slap some on me and walk out the door. Like, no, this has that musk in it, and that like soft woods gives it a very wearable scent to it. But it does have like a photorealistic peach element to it, and that cinnamon. Like, I imagine like a fresh baked peach pie, not like peach filling, but like actual sliced peaches that have been caramelizing, and they've got the cinnamon, and then they're baked and it just comes out of the oven, and like the crumble on top. Like, you get all of that from this fragrance so much. But it's funny because you say all that and it could sound like it would be very much like a cold weather fragrance. You know, like a lot of gourmands that are baked gourmands seem more just appropriate for fall, winter time. But this one, because the peach is just kind of so sweet and tart and bright at the same time, I feel like it really works for now too. Like, this is one that I feel like is a year round. I could see this being delicious in the fall and winter, and actually like layering this with something kind of boozy would be amazing. Angel Share comes to mind for sure, but this is really, really lovely. And actually, the more I smell it, the more I might like this one the best, because peach, and I don't always love peach. Like, it can smell very fake sometimes to me. But this one just smells so real and delicious and cozy. And like I could be at a picnic in the summertime wearing this in the heat. I even think, I don't think it's so sweet and cloying where it wouldn't work in the heat, where it would be nauseating. Like I think it would just kind of come alive. But then, yeah, like I just imagine wearing this in the winter time, and ooh, even I think layering this with some sort of like a vanilla bean or like a vanilla ice cream sort of fragrance too, would just be like putting vanilla ice cream on a peach pie. This is lovely, you guys. I really, really do like this. If you like peach, you will like it for sure. If you don't always like peach and you want something more realistic smelling to peach, but you don't mind that it kind of has that baked element to it and you like a musk, I really recommend that you try this. I think as of today, this one might be my favorite, and I'm kind of surprised about that. But like I said, that could change at any moment depending on like mood and season, because these are all three actually really, really good fragrances. But that's it, you guys. That's my little sum up of these three from Le Monde Gourmand. I've been teasing and saying for a while that I'm going to do a whole ranking of my Le Monde Gourmand, but I keep putting it off because I keep adding more Le Monde Gourmand. I'm like, well, now I need to test that one so I can rank them all. But I just need to like buckle down and just rank the ones that I have. If I get ones after, it can go in a future ranking. But this brand is really, really, really good. My dream, maybe I should just put it out there, but to one day have my own fragrance. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna throw it in, you know, to existence. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which one of these sounds the best to you. If you got these, which one is your favorite? If you might pick them up, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping. Bye.